have to dress like, I mean, the people with pre-existing conditions have to be protected as
Everyone's taking a little plastic baggie in the mail with some loose hydroxychloroquine and a half-eaten stick of hard cup drop. He obviously has no plan, and he has no intention of coming up with one either, because he doesn't care what happens to people with pre-existing conditions. And by the way, there are about 8 million more people with pre-existing conditions now. The Trump-led coronavirus rage out of control. He doesn't have a plan to protect people with pre-existing conditions. He has a plan to give people pre-existing conditions. If he gets reelected, he'll probably announce a new coronavirus plan called the Everyone Drink Out of the Same Giant Cup Initiative 2020. Then later in the year, if he wanted to launch up the governor of Michigan, Gretchen Whitmer, as well as the Bidens and President Obama, and Trump pretended to be aghast at that question as though it were absurd.
Oh, fuck. And you got the sun.
When did I say locked up? When did I say locked up? I never said
Yeah, you did. For one thing, you basically call for everyone to be locked up. You're like a guy who gets thrown out of the strip club for eating out of the buffet with your bare hands. Hey, sir, you can't just fill your pockets with shrimp. How dare you throw me out of a paying customer? If anyone should be locked up, it's you. It's everyone here. It's you, Destiny. That champagne was flat. You're not the only one who knows how to film things, you know? We have cameras too, and they've recorded you saying stuff like this.
These people should be indicted. This was the greatest political crime in the history of our country. And that includes Obama and it includes Biden.
Now, you gotta get your governor to open up your state, okay? He's like Robert Durst, except if instead of accidentally confessing in a bathroom in private, he does it at a rally in public. What the hell did I say? Rock and roll, of course. Is this thing on? Are you people real? Is this a rally? In fact, it's still very clear that as he lags in the polls, Trump desperately wants to recreate the 2016 election by manufacturing a bogus criminal investigation of his opponent. He's repeatedly called for the Bidens to be prosecuted and thrown in jail by fabricating some BS about the Biden family. That Biden family is others, but that Biden family is corrupt. So corrupt.
Oh, fucking rain.
And with me and my kids, let me tell you, my kids, I'll tell you something, lock up Hillary. It's a criminal enterprise. It's a criminal enterprise. He's like a vacuum cleaner. The father goes through and the son comes in a vacuum cleaner, millions of dollars for him.
What? He's like a vacuum cleaner? What are you talking about? The only explanation for this terrible analogy is that Trump was looking around the room and just saw a vacuum cleaner. And who's your source for this information, Mr. President? His name is George Glass. Oh, see, you don't get to call anyone else a vacuum cleaner when you're the one who sucks in air like a dirt devil. Whenever you give a speech, you sound like a Roomba with a bad coke habit. Trump knows that then FBI Director James Comey's last-minute announcement about Hillary's emails just 11 days before the 2016 election helped tank her campaign, and he's trying to fabricate a similar situation this time around. Trump has been very explicit about the fact that he's trying to bully his FBI Director, Christopher Wray, and his Attorney General, Bill Barr, to deliver an October surprise for him by opening a bold investigation of the Bidens before the election.
Let me ask you, Mr. President, address.
I didn't mean to do that.
Will you replace him in a second term?
Well, I don't want to say that yet. He's been disappointing.
Will you be appointing a special
He's got to get the Attorney General to act. He's got to act. And he's got to act fast. He's got to appoint somebody. This is major corruption, and this has to be known about before the election.
Man, they're really just trying to run the same play from 2016 all over again. It's like the Jets bringing Joe Namath out of retirement to be their QB in 2020. Although, I guess it couldn't get much worse. How are the knees, Broadway Joe? Had him taken out. Trump's like a guy who uses the same pickup line in every woman he meets because it worked once back in 1990. Excuse me, has anyone ever told you? You look like current supermodel Kathy Ireland. And now we know from bombshell new reporting in the Washington Post last night that Trump and his aides have been pressuring both Wray and Barr to announce an investigation into the Bidens before the election and threatening to fire both of them if they refuse.
The Washington Post reports President Trump is considering firing FBI Director Christopher Wray after the election. Mr. Trump is reportedly frustrated that Wray and Attorney General William Barr have not done what he hoped. That includes not saying that Democratic presidential candidate Joe Biden, his son Hunter, or other Biden associates are under investigation.
Trump's like that friend in the group who still wears a leather bracelet and wants to get high, and everybody else is like, dude, we have kids now. $7 pizza buckets that don't have a hand. Bring Tyler. You know, it's bad when even Bill Barr isn't going along with their corrupt scheme. Dude has played a central role in decades of right-wing cover-ups from the Rand concert to the Mueller report, and was personally involved in the decision to tear gas peaceful protesters in Lafayette Park. This is like if Darth Vader had refused to blow up Alderaan. We promised we wouldn't. A Sith's only as good as his word, guys. Was my helmet not on? Is that why I didn't do the classic voice? Also, how many times is Trump going to fire an FBI director and attorney general after pressuring them to do something corrupt? He already did this to Comey and Jeff Sessions, who, by the way, is also a monster savage. Bill Barr and the guy behind child separation are corrupt enough for you. You need to do some soul searching. Maybe Trump should post on that Reddit forum. Am I the ass? TLDR. My evil henchman won't go along with the corrupt scheme I cooked up to sabotage the election. Am I the ass? Of course, it won't surprise you to learn that Trump can't even explain what crime he thinks Biden supposedly committed. You might remember earlier this year when Trump started using the term Obamagate to describe a mysterious crime that supposedly involved Barack Obama, Biden, and Clinton. Today in the 60 Minutes interview, he complained again that Starr wasn't covering Obamagate, but when he was asked to explain what Obamagate was a few months ago, he could not.
Mr. President, in one of your Mother's Day tweets, you appear to accuse President Obama of the biggest political crime in American history by far, for your work. What crime exactly are you accusing President Obama of committing, and do you believe the Justice Department should prosecute him?
Obamagate. It's been going on for a long time. It's been going on from before I even got elected. And it's a disgrace that it happened. And if you look at what's gone on, and if you look at now all the information that's being released, and from what I understand, that's only the beginning. Some terrible things happened, and it should never be allowed to happen in our country again. And you'll be seeing what's going on over the next coming weeks, but I try to wish you quite honestly about it, but unfortunately, you choose not to do so. Yeah, John, please.
What is the crime exactly that you're accusing him of?
You know what the crime is. The crime is very obvious to everybody. All you have to do is read the newspapers, except yours.
My God, man, at least do some research before you lie. Do a Google search for federal crimes and just pick one. Mr. President, what's Obamagate? Well, he illegally imported certain agricultural products without properly declaring them after a trip abroad. That's Class C misdemeanor with possible sentence. Hold on. 4 months in jail and a $10,000 fine. So checkmate, lives. Trump's been saying demand that Biden be prosecuted based on a flimsy report about Hunter Biden in the New York Post that even the Post-owned reporters refused to put their names on. The whole thing is the brainchild of Italian wily coyote Rudy Giuliani, the same guy who we found out yesterday got duped by Borat. President Trump's personal lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, is denying he did anything wrong in the new Borat movie. His denial comes after word of a compromising and edited scene in the movie in which Giuliani talks to a young, fake female reporter in a bedroom. Giuliani says he was adjusting his clothes after taking off a microphone. I will say, if Rudy hadn't been tricked by a Sacha Baron Cohen character, I would have assumed he was a Sacha Baron Cohen character. I mean, it looks like a guy who either wears no makeup or 7 hours of makeup. I mean, that's either a weird old dude or a teenager working real hard to buy beer. Of course, this isn't the best prank ever pulled on Rudy. The best prank is definitely still the time he looked at his wife and said, "You're my cousin?" Now, Rudy claims he was just tucking in his shirt, but honestly, who knows? Maybe he was. One of those weird old guys who does stuff like lie on a bed to tuck a shirt in, or keep half a tuna salad sandwich wrapped in a newspaper in his briefcase. I'm sure Supers had to come up to his apartment to pull cigar butts out of his shower drain. So that's the guy. That's the guy right there asking us to believe Joe Biden is somehow a criminal. And the reason they have to go to these absurd lengths.
How he catch it? How he fucking catch it? Oh my God.
I have no idea how it went, but I'm willing to guess it wasn't a home run for Trump.
Let's go defense. Playing like some fucking pansies.
Had to add a rule allowing them to mute the candidate's mic. I'm guessing Trump made a lot of faces and clapped his arms around like I do when I can't get the Wi-Fi to connect. Or he ran over to Biden's mic and did the whole debate, Springsteen and Little Steven style. I'm going to make one prediction in the hours before the mute button debate. It won't work. I get that you had to try something, but Donald Trump was You can be the best ballroom dancer in the world, but if your partner is a moose on roller skates, it's not going to work. Personally, I think they should have just put Trump in a soundproof plexiglass booth. He'd just be standing there screaming for 90 minutes like a contestant on a Japanese game show. Or better yet, make it like one of those money booths. Judging from his tax returns, he needs the cash. Mr. President, this question is for you. Quiet, quiet, I thought I saw 20 in there. I'm also willing to predict Trump didn't knock it out of the park at the debate. For one thing, when he was asked earlier this week what he was doing to prepare, he basically said he wasn't.
What am I doing to prepare? I'm doing this. I've done very well in the debate. Yes, you do what you do.
You just do what you do. I think I saw that on River Rock at Target. Talk about less time prepping and more time whining about the moderator, NBC's Kristen Welker. And generally speaking, if you're spending all your time in the lead up to the debate complaining about the moderator, probably means you're not expecting a great performance. And yet, that's exactly what Trump and his allies on Fox are doing. Whining that Welker was some sort of secret.
Oh my God.
The fact that Kristen Welker is, a guide in the world, radical left Democrat or whatever she is. I've known her for a long time. She's extraordinarily unfair.
This moderator, whose parents are Democratic donators, who was a registered Democrat before, who has the most personal questions possible to Tony McEnany, the press secretary, and the president. How did she get picked to be the moderator in this debate? It's incredible. Donators? Pretty sure the word is donors. I'm an organ donator. Trying to get my brain away, but no one's taking it. This is all such phony outrage. You guys weren't even happy with someone from your own network moderated the debate. The only way these petulant babies would have been satisfied is if Trump was allowed to talk to a mirror for 90 minutes, and then we get 3 whole news cycles about how unfair the mirror was. That was one of those mirrors they put in Jews to make you feel bad. He keeps coming back. It wasn't his fault. The president's been very clear that he wants to prosecute and imprison his political opponents in order to stay in power. He's actively trying to make it happen right now by bullying law enforcement officials and manufacturing a smear campaign against the Bidens. He's looking for dirt wherever he can find it. I guess you could say he's like a vacuum cleaner. Mr. Finn, we'll be right back. Michael Keaton.
For more successful looks, be sure to subscribe to Late Night on YouTube. And if we win, we get to tell you how Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance. So you only pay for what you need. Isn't that what you just did? That's it. Only pay? Every day, classic pepperoni, fresh mozzarella, and a toasted
Are you getting your cameras on today?
My smile can't compete.
For a smile that's always camera ready. Kraft 3D White removes 95% of stains in just 3 days. Kraft, number 1 toothpaste brand in America.
Helping families.
Helping. These are the lives Subaru retailers have impacted in our community. Washington over $200 million to national and charities who Subaru will share Get 50% for 63 months, and Subaru will donate $250 to charity.
At Macy's, the freezing destination.
myself with a magnificent mouth. I thought I was managing my marriage to Julia Roberts. I realized something was my symptoms were keeping me from really being there for my sisters. So I talked to my doctor and learned Humira is for people who still have symptoms of Crohn's disease after trying other medications. The majority of people on Humira see significant symptom awakening within 4 weeks, and many see remission back to normal. Humira is the ability to fight infections. Serious and sometimes fatal infections, including tuberculosis and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB, hepatitis B, or throat infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Don't start Humira if you have an infection. Be there for you and them. Ask your gastroenterologist about Humira. With Humira, remission is possible.
I am Jason Bateman. I'm hosting SNL with Morgan Wallen.
Wait, Batman? Jason Batman?
No. Batman host? No. You missed the E. It's Bateman.
We did that. What's Batman?
I'll get the cake. January 10th, Nixon is Mr. Welcome back, everybody else. This week we've had an incredible drummer sitting in with the AC Band. He's currently playing with rock legend Styx, and his solo album Last Flight Home is available now. For more information, be sure to check him out on Instagram. Todd Superman is here. Thank you for a great week, Todd. Our first guest tonight is an Academy Award-nominated actor. You know from films like Batman, Birdman, and Spotlight. You can see him in the trial of the Chicago 7, which is available on Netflix now. Let's take a look.
Hey, Bill. Where'd you come? Pleased to meet you. I'm glad.
I'm Tom Hayden.
Oh, I know Tom Hayden. The FBI used to work for me. Those two men are senior deputies of the Justice Department. That's Mr. Kelly and Mr. Atkins.
Well, I don't know why these men are here. You invited them. There isn't any impropriety.
Now they're witnesses.
Please welcome back to the show one of our favorites, Michael Keaton. How are you, Michael? Hey, man. How you doing? I'm good. You know it's,
Before we start, just be fair.
you know what? I'm glad you said that. I mean, you know what? Because these are going to be real tough ones.
Round the corner, you pick. By the way, I'm sorry, I have this on just yeah, but look at you speaking that way. I really do.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to say, look at you. You're trying to hypnotize me.
It's been really, I would say it's a great disadvantage because I'm having no luck hypnotizing over Zoom. Literally nothing.
Man, Twitter fish, have Twitter fish down the sandwich and fish. Oh man, that's fucking, that's cool.
Thank you, Mike. You know,
This is all to do, by the way, can
yeah.
This is all to do with those hands, by the way, that's the situation. In the afternoon, it feels funny that it feels like these social meetings at night. I know, so I gotta get some coffee to kind of wake up a little bit.
I mean, you're coming off as a guy who's fully awake.
Oh, good. That's the standard.
Hey, I want to talk about
This barista. This barista.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So I went and she was this was very cautious out there, so I ventured out to get some coffee. And she was really perky, like way too perky for me, and really loud. When she took my, there was a plexiglass thing in the front and everything, she was nice enough, but she kept going, hi, like, hi, and she kept saying, what's your name? What's your name? Like, kind of like what a Sam's helpers would say, what's your name? And I'm kind of, when I'm
you could just see the COVID splash of the just hitting the plexiglass. You just want to walk out. Anyway, maybe very, very nervous. But you know what? We're good because we got Scott Atlas.
That's true. Everything's under control.
Is that not the greatest name? Does that not sound like he sounds that name? The only thing that would Scott Atlas would have been like Johnny Atlas. But Scott Atlas sounds like a teen star from the 80s, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's like they gave Trump a list of doctors and he just picked the name that sounded the coolest looking dude.
Yes. I'm Scott. Hey, man. I'm Scott Atlas. Very small this week.
Oh my God, the girls are going crazy for Scott Atlas. They're lined around the block. Hey, this movie is so great, and it's an Aaron Sorkin script. And I have to imagine as an actor, there are just certain writers where it's just a delight to do their dialogue. And not only do you get to do Sorkin dialogue, you get to do Sorkin courtroom dialogue, which is maybe its highest tier.
That's right. That is. That's a fun. And you know what also does if you watch. First of all, this cast in this movie and the movie is so good. But if you look at it, that's exactly right. When you get in the courtroom and everything like that, actually fun stuff. But when you watch this movie and what he does is you'll be right in the long stretch of dramatic tension-filled scene, and you'll just drop. Like a great etching with your funny line and kind of lifts everything up from it. It is really fun to work with, and it's a really, really terrific movie, I think.
I do want to, because again, there's this scene in the courtroom, and as an actor, like, is it thrilling or intimidating? I mean, just the people that are watching you do your thing, like Frank Langella, Bill Swindler, Mark Rylance, Sacha Baron Cohen, Jeremy Strong, I've known people out. And does it make it more fun, or even after doing this a long time, you're like, oh, there's some real A-listers here?
Absolutely. That's a great question. Absolutely more fun now. You want to be in that. It's like playing pickup basketball, when you just say, yeah, I'm going to participate with it. But the whole rhythm of everything, when everybody is so much better, or so good around you. The only thing that happened when I was first Batman was I was pretty nervous and self-conscious about being with Jack, because he's so strong on film, and it ended up just being great, just being great, Dave Alice and everything. But yeah, that's a good question. No, it felt pretty good, actually.
Do you think, like, when you think back to Batman, you saying that, of course, makes sense. Do you think Jack Nicholson then and throughout his career, and certainly at that point in his career, do you think he was aware that people would be, intimidated to work with him? Did he have to go out of his way to be disarming?
I don't know. I don't know that I've ever thought of it like that. That's a great question. I would say, yeah, he probably was pretty aware of the topic. He had so much power on the screen, but it was just cool, I mean, he made everybody feel really, really relaxed, Something in private, I'll tell you how he would greet the crew in the morning. They certainly can't do it on national television. Hey, by the way, your pop's name's Larry, right?
Yeah, Larry.
Hey, Larry.
There we go. Now I'm glad we're going to finish with this. We're very happy. 5-0. We got the 5-0 Steelers against, I guess the 5-0 Titans. How are you feeling about the Steelers this season?
Great so far. I mean, this is fun so far. We'll see. But I'm a fan of all those teams.
And I know you've been tweeting a lot about Pennsylvania politics, and we were mentioning Obama was there yesterday, and I know you were really politically engaged as a kid thanks to your parents. Your dad, everybody's talking about having the plans for voting. Your dad gave you a very specific plan when you were voting.
Yes, my dad was commissioner for a while, and he was very involved locally. He was looking at the Democrat, and it was always in my consciousness, and just to show you how
important it is to vote. I grew up between two kind of tough little mill towns, Grace and Keys Rock. But in the center, it was rural. We were kind of country kids, so it was small population was in the township. And my dad, when it became illegal to vote at 18, I could not wait to vote. And my dad told me, he said, okay, now here's what you vote for. So I was okay, and he told me I went down, right? That was some of the results I got. Because it's there was no line or anything, it was a small town. I go, check. And then it comes to, I don't remember when it was a water commissioner. And I go,
Fuck you, Diggs! Sorry.
I go tell my sister Pam, because I couldn't remember how she told me the hand to God is true. We're sitting at the dinner table, and there's a conversation with my dad goes, I'll say Mary Smith. I love Mary Smith losing, but one goes like I swear to God, I looked at my table most this week, and she just like put her head down.
Well, that is a good reminder for everybody to remember to have a plan on election day to be on fall apart. There we go. It's upside down. Remember, Michael Keaton tells you to ETOG.
That's code. It's code for something.
Oh, gosh, I'm sorry. I just realized. Hey, thanks for being here, buddy. I really hope the next time in person, you can tell me what Jack Nicholson said. That is Michael Keaton. The trial of the Chicago 7 is available on Netflix now. We'll be right back with High. Yeah. You do it again. Sure.
Breyer's Natural Vanilla is made with 100% grade A milk and cream and only sustainably farmed vanilla. Better starts with Breyer's.
Experience clean in a whole new way. Now Roomba Vacuum is exactly where you need it.
Alexa, can you put a vacuum in front of the couch?
And offers personalized cleaning suggestions for a clean unique to you and your home. Roomba and the iRobot Home app. Only from iRobot.
Experience the power of sanctuary at the Lincoln Whistler Festival. Simon drive off in a new Lincoln with 0 down, 0 good Simon and a complimentary personal payment. Stress Balls Gummies have ashwagandha, a herbal stress reliever that helps you turn the stress ball into your best self. Stress less, with Stress Balls.
Hey, what are you doing?
Drinking water. We picked up this the holiday from where it has to end.
Why is there carrots in this? Tough news. That's your snowman. This is snowman?
Yeah.
Go on, Ron.
Drink up your snowman.
I drink it because I love it. And
the new Iceland News Couple Fritz. Finally, there's a way to turn your coffee into a dipping sauce. Mix the new
bakery sweets at the
Looking for presents that might not arrive? This year, try shopping for Christmas gift vibes. There's a place you can go for great gifts built each shelf. No need for shipping, just grab them yourself. Come find perfect presents up through Christmas Eve at prices almost too good to believe. So if you still need gifts and it's already December, this is the place to spend less and gift better. TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Home Goods.
Monday and Tuesday, it's the final night. Live Monday and Tuesday on NBC.
Think you know FanDuel? Well, what if we told you that we've got an ace up our sleeve? There's a casino inside your FanDuel Sportsbook app in partnership with Motor City Casino. Simply select the casino tab to play real online casino games like blackjack, roulette, and online slots, or real cash anytime you want. So when we say there's more ways to win on FanDuel, you can take that to the bank. FanDuel Sportsbook and Casino is coming to Michigan. Right now, get $100 in site credit just for signing up.
Our next guests are the talented members of the Grammy-nominated band Haim. Their latest album, Women in Music Part 3, is out now.
Oh, shit.
Esty, Danielle, and Alana Haim. Hello, how are you?
Good fun.
I know. I feel like I've bumped into you guys a few times over the years. Always a delight. The first time we met was when you guys did SNL the first time in 2013.
And you saved our lives.
Yeah. I don't know if I saved your lives. What I remember is I got you some alcohol.
You did. It just saved your lives. I feel like we were radiating very nervous energy, obviously. Like SNL is the best feeling in the world, but also very terrifying. And I think after our first song, you could kind of feel our nervous energy, and you were just like, you need this.
Yeah. My memory is like, I would like to say that I remember that you guys were like, do you have any alcohol, as opposed to me like showing up in the band's room being like, you ladies need a drink. I was talking with our friend in common, Andy Samberg, today about how great this album is. And this is actually a photograph. The cover of the album is taken in Cantor's Deli, which is has a part of your history. Cantor.
We had a band with our mom and dad for like 15 years before we were ever just Haim. So we kicked our parents out of the band and then started. Before that, we were called Rockin'. And our first gig was at the Kibitz Room, which is like the club that's attached to Cantor's. Which really is actually just a bar with like a stage that's the size of like my coffee table. And we ended up playing there, and you know, I think we just played covers. I think Cantor's knew that we were a family band. I think I was 5 or 6 when I was 11. So like, mom and dad definitely didn't disclose like my kids will be in the band. And so, and yeah, so we played. We had like one heckler that like didn't believe that we were actually playing. And then, you know, you guys are obviously, you're from LA, and there are venues there, and you have friends who are in bands. So what were the sort of bands you guys were opening for in your early days? We opened up for every single band that would let us play. We didn't care what band it was. If they gave us, like, even if it was 10 minutes, we would play. But I think the best show we played at the Troubadour, and we opened up for a Harry Potter band. And they were headlining, and we were first of 3.
What is a Harry Potter band? Are the songs, do they dress like Harry Potter, or do they write songs?
Yeah, like Harry Potter themed songs. And the crowd was also showing up in Harry Potter costumes. And I don't think that they liked us though. We were there were a lot of sexy Hermione costumes like audience. It wasn't just one.
No!
Like after we opened Raymond Lupin, that was like
carrying the power squad.
Maybe they're not like big at like time stands for like a spell. How we got on the circuit, they're like, oh, time spell. Time to open up club. They love Harry Potter, obviously. 2009 was a crazy time in Hollywood.
Yeah, people, there's going to be a documentary about how the whole Sunset Strip is Harry Potter dance back in 2009. Guys, first of all, it's really lucky to have bands who do this.
Fuck this booty ass game.
Obviously, if you were here, you do the song right here. You have this incredible song we're going to show, and you got an incredible cameo. I don't know, I mean, I guess we should say who the cameo is so you can talk about how you got them to agree to be into it. So you guys dropped the big news.
The song that we're doing is 3 a.m. And on record, it starts with kind of a voicemail, if you will, of someone calling, you know, at 3 a.m. And basically, you know, it's a booty call, right? So we needed someone to do this cameo that had game.
Absolutely.
And even when we were recording the record, we held auditions, so we thought this would be. So, a couple of the names, you know, Tom Hardy.
Very good.
We didn't hear back. Didn't hear back.
He's a mumbler. He's a mumbler. You're fine.
Yeah. Benedict Cumberbatch.
Very good.
Didn't hear back. Didn't hear that. No. Again, like, and we. Oh, and I should also say we wanted it to be someone British because we wanted it to be similar to the way that it was on record.
Sure, and you didn't want to hurt my feelings because you never called.
Well, that was. We were saying that we were trying to.
So, all right, give them the big news because I feel like you hit a home run.
So, in the end, the person that won the part was Robert Pattinson.
I mean, congratulations, you guys.
Yeah, so much game.
Yeah, that's true. But Robert Pattinson, and let me just say this, one of my favorite guests on this show, you know, in his career, I maybe underestimated because thinking that he was, you know, sexy vampire, makes as cool a choices as any actor working today, and this is maybe the coolest one he's ever made.
He's the best. He's like, we love him. He really did solid. Everyone likes it.
Well, you guys, I feel like we should get to it so the world can see it, and it's just been so lovely to talk to you guys. Thank you for doing the song as well. Women in Music Part 3 is so good. It's available now. Time will be performing a song off the album when we come back.
Another interception.
Let's see what you got.
Seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 in
You got it done. Now Walmart can help check off your gift list with free curbside pickup, fast delivery from your Walmart store, or gift shipped right to your door. Let them in
Now is the time to put hands and feet to our prayers.
Kellogg's combine crunchy oat clusters with a touch of honey, fluff, juicy raisins, and tasty fiber in one delicious cereal. It took a lot of brainstorming. Get it? Kellogg's Raisin Bran Crunch. 2 scoops of delicious.
This year's authorized Walmart forces all and been our gateways to the world. over 30 years, Lexus has been celebrating driveway moments. Here's to one moment, the Lexus December to Remember sales event. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
You have persevered as maximum comfortable the food medicine that's soothing, honey-delicious taste. Nightly Honey, the nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coffee making, stuffy head fever, and sleep with full medicine.
This year, we learned a lot about what makes it easy with groceries, gadgets, and so much these things. But in the year
This holiday at T-Mobile, it's not about how fast you are. It's about how close you can be. So we're bringing out our best deal on the new iPhone 12 with 5G on every plan. Right now, get the iPhone 12 on us on every single plan. Switch now and save 20% on your bill versus the other guys. That's the best value in wireless. That's right, the iPhone 12 on us on America's largest 5G network. And save 20% per month. It's time to holiday on. It's time for T-Mobile.
Good news, Detroit. The biggest Black Friday sale ever continues at Gardner White Saturday. Save with up to 80% off store-wide. Everything is Black Friday price with an extra 20% off. Save even more when we pay your tax. Or finance it and save with 0% for 60 months. Free AirPods, free laptops, free 70-inch TVs. Plus, get our low price guarantee on everything. In stock and ready for free same-day delivery. Only at Gardner White, Detroit's #1 Black Friday store. Saturday 9 to 9.
In the face of COVID-19, staying healthy is important. And now the same is true in the face of influenza has the power to affect communities, putting lives and the healthcare system at risk. Fortunately, it's easy to protect yourself. The flu vaccine is safe and effective, and with COVID-19 still spreading, it's essential. To see how you can hit this virus head-on, visit michigan.gov/COVID.
Hang on, Detroit, because this is the biggest Gardner White Black Friday sale ever. Save up to $1,000 on the largest selection of top-name brand mattresses in Detroit. All Black Friday priced, all in stock and ready for free same-day delivery. Save with 0% up to 72 months. iComfort Black Friday priced at $11 a month. Heavy Rest Black $18 a month. Stearns & Foster $13 a month. Tempur-Pedic just $21 a month. Plus $300 MasterCards, free TVs, and more. Only at Gardner White, Detroit's #1 Black Friday store.
Performing 3 a.m. off their critically acclaimed #1 album, Women in Music Part 3, this is Time.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
My thanks to Holland. Rhythm and Music Part 3 is out now. We'll be right back. Could I get the 10-piece chicken McNuggets? Wait, no, Big Mac. Sorry, no, McNuggets. I'm still here.
Get it at McDonald's when you buy one of your faves and get another for $1.
Yes. I'm always a burger movie.
So late, and the only person remembers me from
You're not using swatch, are you, hon?
Charmin Ultra Soft is so soft, you'll have to remind your family they can use less. Charmin Ultra Soft is twice as absorbent, so you can use less. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Experience cleaning in a whole new way. Now you know vacuum exactly where you need it. Hey Google, tell them to vacuum the kitchen cabinet and offer personalized cleaning suggestions for a clean unique to you and your home. Sweet and out of the home app. Only from iRobot.
And if we win, we get to tell you how Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance. So you only pay for what you need.
Isn't that what you just did?
Stay back.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, liberty, liberty.